It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Football Team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, Holmes, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Holmes swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holmes. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Holmes. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. One play action. Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
One thing we do. He's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd and 2, Fields. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Play action. It's Fields. Out to his left. And Shark hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Holmes. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd and 2, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Gibson running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 13 yards remaining on second down. Off play action. Fields dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They snap it to Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not giving up the wrong pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards. The pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Vikings.
Throwing on first down. Holmes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's a second down.
Second and 5.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 17. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Washington, 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. This is the tight end Fant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Again, Fields. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Holmes. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Holmes. And quickly into the hands of Waller. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, a run with Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now it's Fields. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown of the year. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. On play action, Fields. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Cook following the penalty. A beautiful fake. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Holmes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And I think the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 30.
Once more, Gibson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Fields. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 4th down, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on 3rd down. Holmes letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Maybe on deep.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
They've got his man complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Washington. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Sharks got it left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
The 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's got it.
Touchdown, Washington.
DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And out now come the Vikings.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, Holmes. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw on 2nd down, Holmes.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Holmes.
And rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Play action. It's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
To the air again, Fields. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DJ Chark from 8 yards out.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and 2, Holmes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Now Fields. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw on second down. Holmes.
That's complete. It's Cook. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
On second down now, it's Gibson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Off play action, Fields. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help